Assalamualaikum, hello world, hello YouTube, back again in this channel with Nuryanna, and today we're going to talk about formalist stylistic analysis. But first of all, honorable my lecturer, Mr. Radmadsyah Rangkuti. Alright, without any further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, first I will explain about what is formalist stylistics. So, Bennett in 1979 stated that formalists accepted the art of art's sake approach to literature and argued that each text should be studied by looking at those formal devices that make it an artistic object. And Kennedy in 1995 stated, of particular interest to the formalist critic are the elements of form, style, structure, tone, imagery, etc. that are found within the text. A primary goal for formalist critics is to determine how such elements work together with the text context to shape its effects upon readers. So we can conclude that formalist stylistic is the branch of linguistics which study the objectivity in literary works, and formalist stylistics studies the relation of the elements of text or literary works towards the text effects on readers. Furthermore, formalist stylistics focus more on the language and symbol rather than intellectual, biographical, and historical aspects in analyzing text. Russian formalism and American New Criticism were the two approaches which were relevant for this study. Both of these approaches emphasize the analysis of literary works through the close readings, where they rejected the author's biography but highlighted the literariness of the text instead. Now we go to the discussion. Here I will explain about formalist stylistic analysis on Maya Angelou's poem Still I Rise. Next, to can apply the formalist stylistic on literary works poems through analysis, there were some features that could be the consideration, but for this analysis I take three big lines of them. First is context and content, second is theme and tone, and the last is the literary devices. In this section, we discuss about the context and content of the poem in generally, such as who is the author, when was the poem written, the pronoun used on poem, also what was the poem talking about in general, but gives the reader the overall meaning. Well, Still I Rise was written by Maya Angelou in 1978 as its first release date. The pronoun used on this poem is the first pronoun I, where Angelou acts as the speaker on her own poem. In this poem, Angelou talks about her determination to bring down the prejudice and injustice. This poem also portrayed how Angelou deals with racial and gender discrimination and her positive attitude towards it. Second is theme and tone. There were three major themes portrayed on this poem. They are courage, pride, and injustice. And for the tone, we can see there are some positive attitudes shown on this poem. One of them is a decision to live a happy and a confident life instead of wallowing in stress and fear. Both of these stanzas showed a positive and optimistic tone of the poem. It shows how the author's attitude, who instead of fall apart with the discrimination and injustice she faced, but rises with the determination to be able to live a better life. Last is literary devices. I got 6 examples on this poem. First is assonance, imagery, rhetorical quotient, consonance, similar, and anaphora. The example of assonance we can find on line 2 stanza 1 with your bitter twisted lies. And the second is imagery, and I got 3 examples here in stanza 1, 6, and 8. And the third is rhetorical quotients, and there are 4 examples here in stanza 2, 4, 5, and 7. Next is consonants. I got 2 examples on stanza 8. First is in line 6 and second is in line 1. For similar, I got 3 examples in stanza 1, stanza 3, and 5. Last is anaphora, and the example is in stanza 1, line 1 until 4. You may write me down in history, you may drop me in the very dirt. Alright, that's all my explanation about the formalist stylistic on Maya Angelou's poem, Still I Rise. Yeah, I hope this video will bring us a good knowledge, and this video will help you to learn the formalist stylistic. Thank you so much for watching, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.